Iran and Israel were once close partners, united by pragmatism and shared interests. Under the Shah, Iran was a secular, Western-aligned monarchy, and Israel saw Iran as a vital non-Arab ally in a hostile region. Their cooperation spanned military intelligence, oil and technology, but it was always a government-to-government arrangement, not a bond between peoples. Everything changed in 1979 with the Iranian Revolution. The Shah was overthrown, replaced by Ayatollah Khomeini's Islamic Republic, which was fiercely anti-Western and anti-Israel. Overnight, Iran severed all ties with Israel, turning former partners into bitter enemies. The Israeli embassy in Tehran was handed to the PLO, symbolizing Iran's new stance. The rivalry became ideological and absolute, a battle of worldviews, not just interests. From that moment, compromise was off the table. The conflict became existential. At the heart of the conflict is a clash of systems, Iran's theocracy versus Israel's democracy. Iran is ruled by clerics, led by the supreme leader, and guided by a revolutionary Shia ideology that opposes secular states like Israel. Israel, a secular parliamentary democracy, stands as a Western-aligned non-Muslim state in the Middle East, an affront to Iran's vision. For Iran, opposing Israel is a core part of its identity and a tool to rally support at home and abroad. Israel, meanwhile, sees Iran's rhetoric and military buildup as an existential threat, not just political bluster. The ideological divide makes compromise nearly impossible. This isn't a border dispute, it's a confrontation over existence itself. Direct war is too risky, so Iran and Israel fight in the shadows, through proxies and covert operations. Iran arms and funds groups like Hezbollah, Hamas, and militias in Syria and Iraq, encircling Israel with threats. Israel counters with airstrikes in Syria, cyber attacks and targeted assassinations to disrupt Iran's military buildup. Each side tries to inflict damage while avoiding all-out war. This shadow conflict is a cycle of action and retaliation. Airstrikes, drone attacks, cyber sabotage, keeping the region on edge. Every move is calculated to send a message but stop short of open war. The stakes are high: real lives, regional stability, and the risk of escalation. It's a dangerous chess game with no clear end. The most dangerous flashpoint is Iran's nuclear program. Israel sees a nuclear-armed Iran as an existential threat and vows to prevent it by any means necessary. Iran claims its program is peaceful, but secrecy and uranium enrichment raise global alarm. The 2015 nuclear deal slowed Iran's progress, but US withdrawal and renewed sanctions reignited tensions. Now, Iran is closer than ever to nuclear capability, and Israel is watching anxiously. The risk of a preemptive Israeli strike is real and could trigger a region-wide war. This nuclear standoff is a ticking clock with global consequences. The window for diplomacy is rapidly closing. The conflict has moved from the shadows into open confrontation. In 2024, Iran launched its first direct missile attack on Israel, breaking decades of unspoken rules. Israel's response and the involvement of the US, UK, and regional powers show the conflict's global reach. The US backs Israel, Iran turns to Russia and China. Gulf Arab states quietly align with Israel against Iran. The risk of a wider war is growing, threatening global energy, economies, and stability. A single miscalculation could ignite a catastrophe with worldwide impact. The Iran-Israel rivalry, born from the 1979 revolution, now shapes the Middle East's fate. Whether diplomacy can prevail, or the region plunges into war, remains uncertain.